All right, well, I hear it's your birthday today, so first of all, happy birthday.
Thank you very much. As going back to my hometown, Birmingham, where I was born. I'll probably be born just a couple miles from their new stadium. So
Yeah, is it good feelings headed back to Birmingham, place where it all started for you?
it is, and it's had great childhood memories. Spent my childhood there, and then moved on. But it's been a long time since I've lived there. But yeah, it is where I spent the majority of my youth.
What were some of those early memories of football for you growing up in the South?
Well, you grow up in Alabama, and there's two programs you pull for, Auburn or Alabama. And my dad played at the didn't play at the University of Alabama. He went to the University of Alabama. So growing up in those days, and big Coach Bryant fan, and a lot of things to celebrate back in those days. Real good football, and not much has changed since then at the University of Alabama.
What's the mentality down there when it comes to college football, high school football? I mean, how much different is it in Alabama than other places?
One time I heard someone saying it's not a matter of life and death; it's more important. And that's about the way those people down in Alabama feel about their football. It's great. It brings the community together. They put so much on it, and it does. It means a lot to everybody, and so it's going to be a fun time to go back and play UAB. They were not a football program when I was there as a kid, but they've done a remarkable job in how far they brought the program in recent history.
Will you get to see some family while you're down there?
I don't have much family there anymore, but I do have some friends. I plan on to. Hopefully, they're going to come to the ball game and see them maybe on Friday night or Saturday morning. At some time, they may stop by the hotel and like to say hello to them. But trying to remember the reason we're going down there is to play a game and keep ourselves focused.
Coaching fraternities are so small in some ways. Is there anyone that you cross paths with on their staff?
I know a few of them. I don't know them real well, but there's some acquaintances. I don't have any really real close friends with anybody on the UAB staff, but there'll be a few familiar faces and I'll speak to after the game.
Let's talk about football here. How have your safeties performed here, would you say, over the first 4 ball games? You just kind of assess that room.
I thought I think they played real well. We have some guys that have played a lot of snaps back there with Cedric Stone and Scruggs, and Quentin Reese has really come on and as a sophomore now, or I really could be a freshman due to the COVID year last year. And then Rocket Rahimi is a guy we got out of junior college, and all 4 of those guys are playing a bunch. Scruggs and Cedric Stone are the 2 that are getting the most reps. But been pleased. I think we've given up. We had one mishap. We gave up a touchdown pass in the first ball game, but after that, we've played pretty solid.
How about Skylar Thomas? How has he looked back there for you?
Yeah, Skylar's in. I shouldn't have forgotten him. And I'm thinking about the 2 high safeties. Skylar's playing the nickel, and we're going to need a big game out of him. He's played real well, and especially when it comes to tackles. I think he had 8 or 9 tackles last week against Syracuse and played real well. And we're going to need him to step up big, Saturday. And when I say step up big, this is a team that really runs the ball well, and we're going to have to tackle. They're a physical football team. I believe the Tulane team last week, they played them well, but they had, I think it's either 23 or 25 missed tackles throughout the game, and it's going to be hard to win a game with that many missed tackles. So give credit to UAB for running hard and breaking tackles. If we're going to win the ball game, we need to be in single-digit missed tackles at the end of the game just to have a chance.
All those missed tackles, how elusive are those running backs?
They're very solid and powerful, and they will lower the shoulder on you and try to run over you. They got a mentality as their identity of being a real tough football team and run the ball and get the tough yards, and they're going to put their head down and try to just keep the ball and ball control offense, and so we got to step up and commit some guys to the run and knock them back, and try to not allow them to have an opportunity where they can control the clock and keep the ball away from our offense. So we got to get some 3 and outs, give the ball back to our offense so they can hopefully have some explosive plays.
And then how tough is their tight end? Because he, I think, leads the country in yardage right now. It seems like a pretty big target for them.
He's doing a super job. He's really a tremendous athlete. I think he probably was a wide receiver that has gotten big. He's 6'3" to 4 and 215, 20 pounds, and runs well. It's similar to playing like an option offense. I think he only has 13 receptions on the year, but they're big plays. So he's their big play maker. There's a lot of situations where he's getting open, going down the field, beating cover 3 or quarters, and gives you a real mismatch if you try to put a linebacker on him. I don't know if we can get a linebacker on him that can cover him, so we're going to have to match him up with safeties. And but there's a reason he's got that many yards, and they're explosive plays.